Alright, hello. Good morning. It is 8:23, 9:23 a.m. New York time, and what I am looking at here, I just sent out a short little video, but we are looking at the open with no hard bias. Hopefully you can hear me, and hopefully the mic. I know the mic quality is. It sounds like a little compressed, if that's the right word, but that's how it is right now. And I have a cam coming soon. I'm just trying to get a proper setup. So that's that. We're looking at the ES right now, and I'm going to refine down on into a 1 minute chart shortly. I'm not adding too many annotations, mostly just looking at price because we're tape reading and not really focusing on like too many PD arrays right now, like from the past. I just have this and then this. These are from 1 minute charts. But I'm not going to try to search for a breaker in here. I'm not going to try to search for a fair value gap and expect it to do anything because it's just the climate and the environment based off of this right here and then this drop. Like, look at how many times it's creating lower highs right here. So that makes me not want to trust any of the PD arrays, which is fine because I know at a later point I can come back and activate it back, or reactivate the usage of the PD arrays. We do have the sell side here, which I mentioned. I don't know why, but I like this one better than this just because it's a lot closer, so it's asking for less. And let me know if everything is okay, if you can see everything okay. I have no clue what the viewing experience is like other than what I see on OBS. So, alright, we're also at 414 followers, so thank you guys for, that's pretty cool, 414. Alright. Reactivate. Alright, cool. It's working. Okay. So, mic is good. Hopefully video quality is good. And we are opening in 4 minutes. So I'm just going to focus on that now. But like I was saying, main things I'll be looking at. Well, the first thing I want to see is London. I want to see what London did. Right? And I would start that from 2 to 5, sometimes 1. But for now, I think 2 is good. I have times where I use 1 to 5. I have times where I use 2. It just depends on the range that's provided, but in this case, it doesn't make a difference. And so this is what London did, and you can see that this was the buy side that we were looking at, and yeah, this one right here, it came up and then dropped. So now I'd expect it to come back up a little bit more, and then not touch that sell side right away. But that's just me being a contrary to everything. It's everywhere it's going, and just sticking with the idea that it's going to return back into the range. So there's like a gap over here in price, and so it could come inside this candle's gap. And it's probably really hard for you to see, so right here. If this wants to work, what is it? Oh, alright, cool. This one right here, guys. So watch this gap in price. And let's just say it wants to come up here. What I would do, yeah, it could come back up here. That's what I'm looking at on the open. Yeah, pretty reasonable, but I think it's reasonable for a pop, but just watch it. Don't trade it. Just watch it. All right, guys. Question: F11? No, Shift F, or no Shift F? Shift F, no Shift F. So this is option 1, option 2, option 1, option 2. I like option 2 better, but maybe not. So let's see. Let me get a water bottle. Watch how it's trading at that blue shaded area. The dollar is heavy, or dollar is trading slightly higher right now. So I mentioned that lower 0.25 gradient. That's what I was watching. So if it does trade up there, it should start to come back down or build up a premium around that level. But yeah, I'm expecting nothing good to come out of this next 30 minutes. So mark 30 minutes right now, and I'm actually gonna set a timer, so hopefully you guys can hear this. This is pretty cool. So I'm setting a clock to 10 a.m. Time is 9:30 right now, guys. 9:30. 9:31. All right, this is stupid. This is a manual clock. This is stupid. I'm just gonna set it on my phone, or even better, here. Boom. All right. 10 a.m. is what we're waiting for. All right. Watch this gap right here, though. And at any point, I feel like I have like high confidence that's gonna go there. I will mention, like right now, it's looking like it wants to trade there, but until 10 a.m., I'm expecting this thing to just kind of be like a little chaotic. And even though it wants to go there right now, that doesn't mean it could not flip 10 points and be at 68.21 in the next, what, 15, 30 seconds. So that's all I'm saying. That's what you got to keep an eye out for. And that's what I'm keeping an eye out for. So keep an eye out for that, because we're at 68.29 right now. And the dollar does seem a little weak right now, trading in building in a premium. All right, so the ES is holding. As long as it doesn't break this low, we're good. But we do have a potential candidate for an order block, and the dollar would have to just stay heavy now. So now it could start trading there. Right here is where I would put a trade on if it was any other day. Like I said, we're waiting for 30 minutes, but just that way ICT rolls, right here is where I would put a trade on if, huge if, it was another day. Yep, there we go. So that midpoint is what we were watching right here. I'll just clean that up a little bit. So right there is good. Even that low, or that consequent encroachment, is beautiful. Yeah, look at how it trades to the low of the gap right there. I'd want to see it spring up and then push to this 68.40, let's call it. and that would be more than 10 points right there from the 30s to 40s. Not that we're trading this, just visual range reference wise, that's 10 points. All right, watch the high. Actually, I would just throw a gradient on this and see how it wants to trade at all these levels now. And right there. I'm not going to go on a 15-second yet, just because I want to be patient. Gradients, there we go. Yeah, look at that. So it's respecting the upper quadrant. So, but if it comes back down to the midpoint, then just be patient. All right. Can you guys hear me? Comment 1 if you're real. Comment 1 if you're real. Comment 1 if you're real. Yo, chat. Oh, God. Comment 1 if you're real. I just want to see if it works. If I can see it on my end. Because I don't see anything on my end. Comment 1 if you're real. Yeah, live chat. Yeah, it doesn't work on my end. Alright, that's strange. So I can't see what you guys are saying. FYI. And the stream looks a little blurry. But if you click the gear icon for settings and then quality and then up it to 720p, it should change it and become clear. So you should be able to actually see the annotations. And then YouTube is simpler. You can see the whole screen. It's the entirety of the screen. So you can go to my YouTube in the link. Link. All right, yeah. So this quadrant, while it was a good read, it's just trading into this order block. So 930 is gonna hold a lot of importance on price. The opening candle. The way I see it is just there's a lot of volume on that candle, and we did whipsaw down, clear this, and then come back up. So it is a potential candidate for an order block, but big but big but we will come up here now for sure. I think so. It looks like it wants to come up here, but not without violence. What I mean is it's going to come up here, and the way we're trading at this order block right now makes me skeptical. Like, I think it's just going to come back down and shit on everyone here, all of this here. But I want to see, can it trade here first now to 68.40. But this is now my next target after 68.40. So just like, playing chess basically. That's, if it comes to 68.40, I'm skeptical because it's been too clean over here, and we've been working higher, and we have dropped down, and this is giving false hope. This is like a little, I don't know what the patterns are. Let me think. Let me think what the pattern name is. I can't. I don't know. So you guys know the 68, 63 buy side that I'm talking about? I think it's a candidate. in my opinion. It's just I have to be patient. If that is a play I have to wait for the end of the week, then that is a play that I have to wait for the end of the week. I guess is the best way to put it. But right now, what I'm doing is measuring what is nearest in distance. So if you go to ICT mentorship, episode 3 and 4, talking about internal range liquidity, it's just at the open, I'm just following a standard procedure of measuring every I'm trying to find the best word. Every qualifying short-term high and short-term low to me. So that's all discussed in episode 3 and 4. And so basically why I'm choosing these short-term highs and these short-term lows is because they're nearest in proximity to current price. And it's not that like I have a personal gravitation to any of this, or it's just what's there and obvious. So below this market price is sure this low, but that's a little too close. We have this low, here equal lows, and then another group of equal lows. So a lot of orders stacking beneath these lows. And then above we have these short-term highs, which have now formed equal highs inside a premium array and then inside another premium array, which is why I measured the consequent encroachment, because above price, if it's likely to gravitate upwards, where is it going to want to gravitate to? Closest end would be, yes, this fair value gap, but also I do like this volume imbalance. But once again, taking it short-term high by short-term high, that's the best approach. So here, and then we have, so aside from these highs, we also have one PD array, this is the only PD array that I'm really electing to use right now. Otherwise, everything else is just there because I, A, don't want to delete it, and B, I'm using it as a really old marking, is the best way to put it. Don't worry about this. I'll explain this later if someone comments. If you have a question about this, ask. I'm not hiding anything. I'll go over it, but for now, my focus is here. Excuse me. Yeah, guys. What do you guys do in the morning when your eyes are just cooked and you're tired? Okay. Guys, keep in mind we are still at inside 10 a.m. Inside 10 a.m. I'm just gonna tweet. Waiting till 10 a.m. Boom. I'm gonna check silver on the side. No, I'm not gonna check silver on the side. Check it here. All right. Here is silver 59. Right above is 60, so that's pending. So should 60 happen, which we're long-term bullish on silver, by end of week or next week, that means the dollar instantly should be trading higher. But that's kind of conflicting with what we're saying right now. So, but like I said, this needs to trade lower in order for, if you can see right here, this to trade higher. But that's why when this trades higher, I do like this price level 68.40 and this volume imbalance. But if this wants to come lower and then at some given point in time come down beneath this low and then trade back up higher, Actually, not necessarily. Scratch what I just said right now about it not being possible or conflicting. This might be a little confusing what I just said, but the dollar, yes, it could trade lower because I said it's heavy. And all I really said about this 0.25 gradient, the lower quadrant, is if it comes up here, it should act heavy and build a premium is what I said exactly. So that should build a premium above here if it wants to come back up there. If not, I do like this low. But then again, short term speaking, because it's on a 15-minute chart, just wait patiently. Because on the ES, I'm watching midpoint here, volume imbalance here, and then I want to see it pop up there first, like I said, 68.40. And then these just are too clean. There's so much. I think I should just label it. So that's what. So it's basically now like which one first. I have my potential candidates, but which one first? All right, I'm gonna try to keep the drawings as minimalistic as possible. Because I want to keep everything that I draw on, like, of importance. So I think I need music. Music. All right, guys, I'm hungry. I'm hungry. All right, Microsoft shares fall 1.9% pre-market after the information reports co-lowering AI software sales quotas. Bruh. I'm gonna say bruh. That's not real. Some guy says depends on how you look at it. If I flip my monitor, okay, that's funny. Nice one, pivot puncher. Okay. Look at how boring it is, right? Anyways, guys, that Microsoft news stuff, don't believe it. I don't believe it. None of it. I'm the biggest skeptic. I told you that at the beginning of the week that it's just going to be boring. It's going to be like that. Expected. Everyone's going to talk about it, but it's expected to not move right now. That's why we're waiting. At 10 a.m., I might tell you that wait till 11 a.m., but 10 a.m. is expected silver bullet time, so we have 1 hour to find opportunity. But if the opportunity is not there, why would we take it? Why would we take it? No, we wouldn't. Exactly. There's no money being put behind us. Nothing. Nada. Zilch. Zero. And read the risk disclaimer. If I wasn't live, what would I be doing right now? I'd probably be taking notes or coding Python or watching something, YouTube, I don't know. But I wouldn't be like trading. I would just be watching the market on the side. If you are bored, you can always build your own operating system. Don't know how to do that. Build your own game engine. Cool. Don't know how to do that. Build your database. That's true, yeah. Build your compiler. I don't know what that is. Build your virtual machine. Build your web server. Web server is pretty cool. Alright, guys. Look how boring it is. Look at how boring it is. It's good though. It's interesting, but it's just not conducive. It's not ideal. It's not something to operate in. Um, I don't know if you guys understand what I'm saying. Hopefully you. No way. You watch that sell side next, but like I said, it's gonna be acting up here, so not really playing anything. Look at that retracement. that pullback into the range. All right, 10 a.m. coming up. It's about to clear up one side of the liquidity for sure. Big stretch. All right. And I liked it to be 68.40. Just 68.40. That's it. Mm-mm-mm. So looking at longs. All right, guys. 2 minutes. So I would be looking for that 68.40. 68.40 buy side, just based off of the reaction here. And looking at dollar, we are trading lower right now, even after we tried to pop up. So I'm just basing it all off of that. We have 1 more minute. I would treat this as kind of an opening time, but it's just, I would wait 10-15 minutes after to just give it some time. This is what I mean. Like, I'm working in segments here with time. So that's it. That's the best way to explain it. Yep, look at that volatility at 10 a.m. Pretty sure we have news. Actually, I should check that. Well, yeah, we do have news. Look at that. All right, let me delete that marking. Watch that 68.40, guys. Should speak like those YouTubers. Alright, guys, watch that 68.40 next. Watching 68.40 next. No, I can't do it. Alright, the dollar is popping up here a little bit, so some hesitation. Some hesitation, so just be chill about it, though. Don't try to push. I don't ask too much for that 68.40, but can it? Yes. Will it? I don't know. Could. Considering the fact that we're only 3 handles away, I would only just want to see it get closer and closer. And what I mean by that is pushing up for new all-time highs every 15 to 30 seconds. So it should be rinsing and repeating, pushing up higher, retracing, pushing up higher, retracing. You see how it's a little hesitant right now, but it's going there. There you go. 68.40 from 68.30 is where we were calling it. And wants it. There we go. 68.40. All right, close out all and any longs here. All and any longs should be closed out here, guys. I don't know how to make that any more clear. At least from my end. From my end. Sorry, not for your. I can't tell you what to do. Can't tell you what to do. Sorry. Can't do it. 68.42. There it is. I'm not a financial advisor. But damn. That's pretty good, hey. How could that happen? Right? 3 minutes into 10 a.m. Man, that's good. There we go. There's that volume imbalance. 68.47. And we booked the high. Beautiful. Nice. Great work. Same thing every day. Every day it's the same thing. Every day it's the same thing. Okay. I think that's gonna call it for me. I'm gonna close up, go do some stuff, see what's up. I'm tired. Let me see how much sleep I got. 5 hours, not bad. That's actually amazing. Okay. I'm tired. I'm a little sleepy though, thirsty, and I need a coffee. Can't believe I'm saying that, but I need a coffee. And I'll be back tomorrow for sure. So, guys, it's the same thing every day. It's gonna be like this for a while now. For a long, 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 long time. It's gonna be like this. I'm gonna be live on YouTube, live on Twitter, and anything else that I feel like I need to go live on, I will go live on. But Twitter, YouTube, follow my Twitter, follow my YouTube, and that's it. That's all I can think of right now. That's all I care about. So, if I care enough to ask, please, I would appreciate if you guys would do it. It just shows, I go out and I like everyone's posts. That's it. I just like it. So if you like mine, then like it. I call it silver long time ago, gold long time ago, S&P every day, Nasdaq every once in a while, dollar every day, forex almost every day if I feel like it, and I'm huge in yields, or sorry, bonds. I check the bonds. I'm learning the bonds. Those are my interests. That's what I'm interested in. That's what my specialty is. What's the rebranding on the channel? The rebranding on the channel is basically it's easier to organize files this way. So I'm taking a new approach on organization and design on things. So any graphic designer, hit me up. I'm serious. Hit me up. So serious. Please hit me up. I need help. I need someone with vision and passion about their work. I'll pay you $100 if you do everything for me. So that includes profile picture, banner. I don't know if it's within reason, but YouTube intro, and one more thing. I think that's it. That's all I need. Let me know. Or if you know someone, let me know. But I am looking.